Hello dear traders. Today I will speak about a few symbols in a few markets. I will cover crude oil, I will speak about the gold and euro dollar. So first I will start with the crude oil. This is we have a multi-time frame charts here. We have 4 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes, 5 minute time frame. I'll also show you how the crude oil looks like on the daily time frame, and update you about my yesterday's opportunity that I mentioned to you on the long side. So yesterday we spoke about that buying the crude oil was a great opportunity, especially because we finally got a breakout of the 10-day balance, and you can see this on the 4 hour time frame. The price was basically locked. I will show you, and I will take the polyline and show you that the price was pretty much locked inside of this, between the top and the low of this consolidation, and finally breakout happened like 2 days ago. So once I saw that breakout, my first initial thinking was to watch for a pullback and see if the pullback will provide some kind of a pattern or some kind of exhaustion so that I can go long. And I spotted there was ABC yesterday, and we spoke about that for potential rally and completion of this downside correction. That was a correct assumption there. So now we got higher prices relative to our yesterday's call, but I still think that you should focus on the long side. So you can keep your long position from yesterday, maybe move stop loss and break even on that position. But you can still also, if you want to add a position, you can even think about adding into this zone around the previous day high. I think there was this is just a pullback into the recent swing highs, into the previous day high, and it's looking that supply is not that strong. So there is another potential opportunity for the long. Let me again take the polyline and I can show you that. There is like this ABC. Maybe this will be a complex ABC, but definitely you want to watch for the another upside movement. So as I said, and as I mentioned yesterday, I don't see the reason why the crude oil cannot trade at least into this 64.75 zone, and also try to trade into this 66.30 zone. So there is a plenty of the potential for these to go higher and trade higher into the next period because of this massive breakout of the 10-day balance. So watch for long entries, watch for a crude oil on the long side. On this pullback around the previous day high, I think there is another potential for a strong movement in the upside in the next days or so. You can think about a stop by placing underneath the pullback, this pullback if you want this for a swing play. So you can think about placing the stop underneath the 62.50 zone or around that zone. If that is way too big for you, then maybe you can think about placing on somewhere in the middle of this. So maybe it's 62.80, 85, and this pullback from yesterday, like this 62.85. So think about stops around that or this level here. But that will be about the crude oil. So lots of the potential. Think that this is just a consolidation for the more upside movement in the next period. Now, checking the gold and overall metals did phenomenal job in yesterday and today. We got a today continuation of that strong upside breakout that happened yesterday. So we mentioned it here that there is also potential for if we take the pivot at 1755, if we take it an aggressive. If we take very aggressive and increase in the volume and momentum, that we can basically find even further rally. And to be honest, I don't see any important level all the way up till the 1813 on the gold. So plenty of the space still for the gold to go, and there is a potential for another $35 move to the upside on the gold. Now the point with this one is. Currently, it's not trading on attractive price to build any long since we're trading near the new high for the day. So you will literally need to watch for a decent pullback, I must say, maybe to the 1530 middle Keltner line before even think about getting long again on the gold. So the great opportunities happened actually yesterday when we got pullbacks around the previous day high and another pullback this morning that you could play on the long side. But so far at the current level at 1776, it's still close to the high of the day, and you will need to wait for a pullback probably at least of the 1769, maybe 1765 before even think about making a pullback buy play there. But definitely I see the long short term to the upside, and definitely watch for buying opportunities on the pullbacks. And the last one that I decided to cover today basically is the euro versus US dollar. On this one, basically there is an important pivot at the 1.1993, and we got a pullback into the mean into the 4-hour time frame, and now we try to retest again that zone. I can see that this currency pair is trying to go and break upside. We found some sellers of the previous day high, so I will say you can still watch for eventual buying opportunities on the pullbacks intraday, and then try to play for the level around, I'll say first target zone can be around 1.2030, 035. And definitely the level for the swing term traders will be the area around 1.2100 zone, which is this pivot high that we got from March 3rd, right? So this looks like also that there was a rounding bottom here and like inverting head and shoulders all around, and this is an important pivot level, and I think this is like looks like just a positive consolidation for another good rally into the next period. So focus also trying to buy the pullbacks on the euro, trying to play the first target, the 1.2035, and then 1.2100 zone, and you can maybe set a stop to be below this pivot low at 1.1950. So, you know, try to work around that core position. I think the gold might also have another good potential for the way up. Euro also got, and crude oil. So lots of the things are happening this week, especially on metals and on the energy sector. So focus on them and try to ride that strength overall, and try to benefit of that kind of condition.